Fine. So what we discussed, okay. So I'll just revise what we discussed. We started enterprise structure settings. Okay, completely technical from the. This is from the SAP from the system perspective. Okay, as a FI consultant, what are the steps that you are going to define in real time also? Okay, so we defined company code. So basically, company code is a legal entity, very important one, where you generate your profit loss and balance sheet account. So each and every accounting transaction will be booked against this company code, legal entity. Okay, that is called company code in SAP, and this is used for intercompany transactions. Now, definitely both should have one link. So you have to link the company code to company. I mean, basically assignment of company code to company. This is a combination. Now, business area, which is basically it is the definition of business areas to be used as a geographical location. So it is a location, okay. But definitely we can debate. I don't want to use as a location, but I want to use as a product line. Okay, so like for the ITES or software or hardware. So similarly, you can create business areas. Okay, depends upon the business requirement. And if you want to extract data based on the combination of business area, we should go for consolidation business area. Again, assignment. Okay, fiscal year variant in SAP is financial year. So we have to define financial year. SAP already provided many fiscal year variants. So yesterday we copied V3 variant. Okay, from V3 variant we copied to our own two-digit variant. Okay, so this variant will give you very clear picture. What is your financial year, from which period to which period you are going to post the transactions. So April is your first period. We define reference to the Indian fiscal year variant V3. Okay, and we assign company code, right? And we also define posting period variant and also assign to the company code and open and close periods. So if you want to post transactions in current month, then the current month period should be get opened. I mean, should be kept open. Otherwise, we can't post the transactions. If you want to post the entire year, you have to keep the periods open for the entire year. So this one we have not defined. We'll define during when we start to doing the testing. Okay, and also we understood field status variant. So what is a field status variant? So to control the fields while posting the transactions. Okay, so the definition is to control the fields while posting the transactions. What control? So for example, while posting the transaction, you want to enter some narration, some text. Okay, if you want that text field as a required field, as a optional field or suppress field, so yeah, we can make it as per the options provided by SAP. Sir, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, and this has to be assigned to the company code. Now, the next hierarchy is chart of account. Chart of, okay, this is actual accounting starts from here now. GL accounts will be created under account groups, and account groups are created under chart of accounts. Yesterday we created chart of accounts. Under chart of accounts, we created account groups. Under account groups, we have not created GL masters. We'll come, I mean, we have separate topic. But after creating chart of accounts, we assigned the chart of accounts to company code also. So under chart of accounts, we mentioned the what is the maximum what is the maximum the length of the GL account number. We had given something 9, but SAP provided 10. 10th is the maximum length.
Done.
Now, and account groups, yes, obviously, we created 4 account groups. From the accounting perspective, definitely we'll have only 4 accounting groups. One is assets, liabilities, and incomes and expenses. Okay. Um, so we created 4 account groups. Return earning account. So every year, this is a year-end activity. Row number 20th year-end activity where you transfer your balances from one financial year to next financial year. Basically, you're transferring your PL balance. Okay. So that will be transferred to the next financial year. For that purpose, we define return earning account. We already assigned one GL account for that. So we'll see this activity as well in future. Accounting principles. From here, we did not discuss. Sorry, any questions, Sandeep or Ravindra? Do you have any questions from these basic settings, enterprise structure settings? Any question? If you're not able to understand, is that clear?
Yeah, no questions here.
Okay, fine. So now here we'll discuss accounting principles. So I think we already discussed, right, some time back, what is an accounting principle. So accounting principle, definitely. So every company has to follow. If you look at here, accounting principles, every company has to follow accounting standards. Okay, for example, Indian accounting standards, international accounting standards, or international financial reporting standards, general accepted accounting principles. So in India also we follow some accounting standards. Okay, and so accounting, these are the different accounting principles. Now ledger, so ledger is nothing but which is equivalent to the accounting principle. So SAP already provided default ledger which is 0L. This is a primary ledger. So we have to specify which accounting principle is a primary ledger. That it, so in this case, I have updated IAS as primary ledger. Okay. And if you have some 10 other accounting principles, those will be non-leading ledgers. So this is called leading ledger. This is mandatory. This is mandatory ledger. And this is optional. We will call it as non-leading ledgers. Okay. So max to max, I had seen many clients. It will be not more than three or four. Okay, max. So in my previous client also, I had seen only three accounting principles. In for the certain clients, I had seen only two also. For certain clients, I had seen only one accounting principle. Okay, depends upon the business requirement. So I see someone has knocked the rejoined someone. I got the message. Maybe fine. No worries. I'll come back to this. Is okay. Okay, so we can create as many as knowledge ledgers if you have different accounting principles. But one accounting principle you should mention as uh, Shankar has joined this call. Fine. So we can create as many as accounting principles. Those accounting principles will be non-leading ledgers, but you have to specify which is your main accounting principle. That main accounting principle should be assigned to the leading ledger. Okay, and this is primary ledger, key ledger, primary ledger. This is called leading ledger, and other ledgers are called as non-leading ledgers. So whenever you post any accounting transaction, system will update in all the ledgers. If you are defining all the accounting principles, then you'll understand when you start doing the postings. Okay, so I'll explain you at that time. So usually what happens whenever you post any transaction, say for example, if you're posting normal GL entry, okay, so system will update that GL entry in all the accounting principles. That is a standard. If you want to post specific accounting principle also, that is also fine. That is also possible in SAP. Okay. Now coming back to the configuration settings, so we have to define accounting principles. As I mentioned, ledgers also need to be defined, and we assign the currencies also. Also, these accounting principles and ledgers needs to be assigned here. So combination again. That's what I mentioned here. Assignment. So these three, and this is a different, again this is controlling settings. It's mandatory that we need to there's few basic settings from the controlling perspective also. They are very important, and without activating those settings we can't proceed for the financial accounting transactions. So let us focus on this one first. So SPRO, IMG, financial accounting, global settings, ledgers. Under ledgers you can see uh, parallel accounting, define accounting principles. Okay, execute this one. See, people has created many accounting principles. Since this is a training system, people has created many accounting principles. Many are there. Like this, we can also create it. New entries. So, what is our? Let us create Indian accounting standards, something like that. Um, what is our company code, sir?
Therefore,
Tab, right? So I'll mention as TA. Yes, this is only 4 character again. Okay, let me put it like this. IAS. Okay, and this is typo. We can mention as yep, or IFRS. Okay, IFR. So here you can mention the description. This is And this one you can mention. Okay, two accounting principles, better to keep it caps. So international, it is not international financial reporting standards and Indian accounting standards. I have created two accounting principles. See, someone has created the same description. So what we'll do, I'll remove, uh, I'll make it as TA and IA. Okay, let us see. That also someone has utilized. Hmm. Okay, TAP IASI, or we'll do one thing, IAST. Luckily we have the first one, IAST. T is nothing but type of company, just to identify our relevant accounting principle. I'm changing this one. So someone else using this system, using the same account user. That's the reason it's someone is working some other transactions. We have to change ours now. So from I've used this option. Okay. So now Control F. So typo, right? Typo company code. Not given any description in the, sorry, Tata Power, right? See, Tata Power India Private Limited. This is what we had given. So Tata Power. Yesterday we created Tata Power. Continue. So yeah, system accepted this also. Second one also. So one is IAST. So let us check with other ID if possible. If not, we'll come back here. We'll see. IST we defined one, and IFRT. We'll see if it works. It will be easy for us. Yep, that's good. Okay. So what we define? IAS, IST, and one more is IFRS T. Which one? IFRS. This one. IFRS. So I had not given because only four character. It will accept only four character. I'll mention as company code. Okay, so that it is very easy to identify. This also will mention as a typo because people are creating. So in real time, you don't see all this, right? You will see only three or four. So these two, Indian Accounting Standards typo and International Financial Reporting for typo company code. Two accounting principles have defined it. So this one will define as a leading ledger. So after defining this accounting principles, we have to go to this second setting, define settings for ledgers. So in our case, what we should do? So we define, let us delete this one. So this is what we defined here, IAS accounting principle T, and here we defined as T. Okay, this one will be 0L and this one will be, let us take some two character, I don't know which will be available. This is your non-leading ledger. Okay, two accounting principles. One is leading ledger, one is non-leading ledgers. So let us go to the another ledger and define settings for ledgers and currency types. So this is little tricky settings. Okay, it's very what do you say? You will see a number of errors here if you don't define properly. Shankar, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, fine. So this is your ledger screen. So as I mentioned, this 0L leading ledger is a leading ledger which is primary ledger. It's a standard ledger. So by default SAP will SAP all, I mean it will all, I mean it is already provided by SAP, this 0L ledger. For this 0L ledger we need to define our company code. See, select your ledger. I've selected the ledger 0L. This you will get the message. Continue. Now we have to go to the position. By default, the company code will be there here. Our company code is the typo. See, our typo is there. Select this typo or double click here. Continue. So you have to check whether this is yours or not. See, by default it came. We already defined Whisker event as a T9 yesterday, and also posting period we defined as a typo. Now double click here, and also you can mention, you can see this one company code currency 10. When we define controlling area settings, we'll define global currency also. Globally, which currency reporting you want, that reporting it should be here. As of now, company code currency is INR, legal entity currency. Now accounting principle, double click on here, new entries. As I mentioned, 0L, you have to specify which accounting principle you want to make it as main primary accounting, primary ledger, which is leading ledger. So IAS, what we define, IST, this is the one. Press enter, you'll get the description. Click on save. This is for the 0L. Continue, continue. Okay, now just now come back. I mean, click on back, click on back. Now we have to define one more ledger. See, one ledger SAP already provided, which is 0L. Now, if you identify, so in the system, 62 other ledgers are created. I mean, other than 0L, many ledgers are created by other users. So similarly, we need to create one ledger. So new entries. So what is the available ledger? We'll see. Typo, right? So we will define which is the best TI or something. IFRS, right? IT. We'll see. IT. Ledger name is your IFRS for Tapo company. So I hope this is yeah, luckily no one has created with IT. Okay. So no errors. So ledger group IT is created with only with the ledger IT. This is fine. We'll get this message. So luckily we got this identification. I thought someone might created with these two character identification, but luckily we have. So you can update here in your Excel sheet for your future reference as IT. Now select your IT, click on company code. Now you have to assign your company to IT ledger. So company is Tapo company. But earlier we did not enter anything because zero our company code will be by default it will be there in the zero ledger. But for another new ledger we have to enter the details. Okay, press enter. So when after entering company code, when I pressed enter, these details are coming automatically. One is a fiscal variant and posting period variant. It's coming automatically. No need to enter anything. Click on accounting principle. So click on new entries, and here we have IFRT. Okay, this is what we defined. Press enter. Okay, this is fine. We created two accounting principles. One accounting principle we assigned it for leading lecture, and another accounting principle we assigned it for IT, which is IFRS. Okay, IFRST. And as I mentioned, so company code currency we are able to see, and we need to, while defining controlling area settings, we'll define one more currency over there. This is very sensitive transaction. It will show a number of errors here. Okay, come back, come back from here. Okay, now go back to the configuration settings. We defined accounting principles too, and we also created one default. Of course, one is zero list default ledger, another ledger we defined, which is IT, and also we linked accounting principles also in the ledgers. We need to assign once again here also assign ledger group to the accounting principles. So go back to the transaction. Here itself we have one more setting, parallel accounting as an accounting principle to the ledgers groups. Ledger group nothing but ledgers only. Now in new entries, so one is IAST and another one IFRT. So you have to specify this is your 0L, and what was the another one, sir? What is another ledger we created? Ravindra, Sandeep, not
Yes,
following?
sir. Please, sir.
Not following? We created IT.
This is following.
IT. We created IT2 identification letter. Okay, press enter. See these two. So it's basically what I'm doing here, assigning accounting principle to the ledgers. So click on save, click on continue. Okay, so come back, come back here. So three steps has been completed. Now controlling. So, but why do we need these basic settings? Okay, what is controlling area? What is controlling actually? So we are learning financial accounting, but why do we need to define controlling? Because see, in the name itself it is there, right? Controlling. So see, financial accounting is external accounting, where we maintain the accounts, right? We maintain the accounts, books of accounts, okay? Or we call it as bookkeeping also, right? Do you agree? Bookkeeping, accounting, and this is used for many auditors. It will be used by auditors, and it will be used by tax department. It will be used by statutory authorities, legal authorities, regulatory authorities. It will be used by even shareholders also. So financial accounting is must mandatory, whereas controlling accounting is nothing but management accounting. This is management accounting. This is also called internal accounting. Internal, in the name itself, it is mentioned as internal accounting. So, internally, the decisions will be taken. The management will take decisions. But how to get those decisions? On what basis you will take the decisions? Based on the tools provided under controlling management accounting, FICO, right? CO. So tools are there. What are the different tools we have in controlling? We have cost center accounting, okay, profit center accounting, and product costing. These are the different tools again in advanced control, and COPA, profitability analysis, and this also material ledger. Okay, and this is activity based costing, and you have project systems. So like this, you have many tools, interpretation tools. Based on these tools, management, the cost accountants or management accounting team will take the decisions accordingly for the company. So these are the different tools. But for getting those reports, your financial accounting data also should go here, right? Otherwise, how can they take the decisions? So whenever you post any accounting transaction, somewhere some link should be there for controlling also. So that way you will extract the data. So now what we learn is like definitely we need to create one cost, some basic settings, as I mentioned, some controlling settings, basic settings need to be defined. Versions also we need to use standard version. So there are certain settings we need to define, and we will be defining cost centers, we'll be defining profit centers, we'll be using these two areas. I think duplicated. So definitely we need to define at least two areas here. While posting the transactions, we'll take care of a profit center, cost center accounting, and this is something like basic settings. Without basic settings, we can't proceed. we can't proceed for financial accounting. So we'll start one by one here. Con Here controlling area, basic area to controlling it. So this is important. So here close this financial accounting part. You can see controlling here. Controlling, under controlling, general controlling. Under general controlling you'll see organization. Under organization you will see maintain controlling area. So under maintain controlling area, the second one, maintain controlling area, double click here. So continue. So here we have to create one controlling area. Okay. So controlling area is equal to company code node. So see, I have to explain you one thing here. See, you might definitely your company. Do you think it will exist only in India? No, right? Definitely will try to allow. I mean, establish your company in other countries also, like no, TCS. TCS does not exist only in India. It has branches across all over the world. So definitely what you'll do, as I mentioned, right? TCS and something like Tata Automobiles or Tata Power. Okay. So you have many companies. So definitely you have branches in other countries also. So usually worldwide, all the countries will use what is the common currency reporting you'll use? USD, right? So always what you should do is country. This is identification. Identification. It can be anything. No worries. Typo, but it is not controlling it to company code because we'll be using controlling across company code cost accounting, because we are not going to use one company code, right? We will be using multiple company codes and multiple in multiple countries. So that's the reason you have to select always the second one here, cross company code cost accounting. If you have only one company code and that also in one country, then you should use first one, but no one will use this option, because the reason is you will have a number of company codes. You want all together. You cross company code cost accounting. You want costing reports all together, not single company code. And also it may exist in India, it may exist in Australia, it may exist in US also. Definitely there should be some common currency to extract the data, common currency to analyze the I mean for the reporting purpose. Definitely you should have some common currency. So usually it will be either euro or USD. So I had seen most of the clients it will be USD only, not euro. So you have to create cross company code cost accounting. So description, controlling area, you can just give controlling area for what do you say, typo. And this is nothing, this is okay, this one you can ignore. So currency type, as I mentioned, it's a group. I want to group level. Okay, group currency. So when I selected 30 here, this is coming default. So where is this? This is defined by why it is coming default. I'll show you. So other settings, chart of accounts. Chart of accounts is typo, if I'm not wrong. Correct? Yes, chart of accounts typo, and this is T9. This is what we define. So cost center standard, we need to give some identification for cost center standard hierarchy. What is cost center? Cost center is a department like administration department or purchase department or sales department. Okay, so we should give some what do you say, some identification, cost center hierarchy for typo. Okay, press enter. So you'll get this message. So it says that it does not exist. Do you want me to create? Yes, please create it. So I have created it. Okay, click on save. Again it is asking. Now it is asking to save the request. Click on continue. So what I have defined here, cross company code cost accounting and currency type. So when I selected group currency, the system automatically updated this currency. This is coming from the another transaction /OSCC4. So this is very sensitive transaction. This will be done by your basis team company, I mean project basis team. We are not going to do this one. So we are in which client? We are in 100 client. So 100 client is USD. So whatever the currency, I mean, if you're whatever the currency you maintain here, that has to be maintained in controlling also. That's a condition. Make sure that your controlling currency and your client level, this is called client level currency. Client, this is called client level currency also should be same USD. If there is a difference between here and here, then it will not work for you. It will give errors. It will not allow to proceed with your postings. So your client level currency and your controlling area currency should be same. Okay, I think I already saved, but I'm just saving again. And here, second one, activate component count. So here, new entries, you have to specify you are activating controlling area from 2025 financial year. So which areas you are going to use in controlling, that you have to discuss. For during implementation, this is something that you are going to discuss with your management. I mean, client from the client side, controlling consultant, CO consultant, CO SAP consultant will discuss with the management which areas they want. Cost centers, activity types, order management. This is something completely controlling area. Okay, controlling related activities. So I'm just activating. This also put it active and cost objects. Click on save. Just make sure this is very important. I mean, which is because we need to define cost centers. Continue. So this is important. Cost centers, make it active. Okay, because we'll be using this one. Others will be not using anything. Assignment of company codes. So company code. So under this controlling area, you may have n number of company codes like Tata Power, Tata Automobiles, Tata TCS, Tata Technologies. Like likewise, we'll define all the companies. So as of now, we have only one company code, Tapo. Save it. So now system is adding one more additional currency, currency type 30 added as additional FI currency for company code Tapo. This message. So it is in the ledgers. It in the ledgers we create in the ledgers we defined the ledgers, right. In the ledgers we had seen only company code currency. Now it is added 30 currency, which is group currency also added for your company code. We'll see this whether this got updated in our ledger or not. We'll see. Come back. So we have completed the basic settings of controlling. So we are done with maintain controlling area. Now we have some other settings also. Maintain versions. So versions here is versions are defined for SAP already provided the versions like actual version, plan version. So plan version, actual versions. So we'll be using standard plan and actual version 0 and click on controlling area settings. Your controlling, this is not your controlling. Okay. So you have to change your controlling area. So come back to the first screen. I should have that option. Yes, extras. Under extras, you can see set controlling area. So I have to change my controlling area to Tapo. That's what we defined identification, Tapo. Now we are under Tapo. Select your 0 version, click on controlling area settings. Now it's coming Tapo version. Select this one, Okay, click on settings for each fiscal year. So double click on 2025. So you have to update this integrated planning also. Not required, but I mean, we are not going to do controlling activities, but this is something mandatory while posting the financial transactions as well. Okay. Um, Click on save. Okay. Do you want to execute change version? Yes, keep it yes, because this has to be executed in the background mode. It's mandatory again. Continue, continue. Okay. Click on execute. So some background, something background has been updated here. Okay. And so still this is in active mode. Let us refresh it. Now it is completed. Tapo related case. So this is related to version job triggered. Okay, let us go back to the same screen again. SPRO IMG controlling, general controlling. So we completed this step. We are under maintain version step. So under maintain version, so we selected extras, set controlling area. We set our controlling area, selected 0, click on controlling area settings. So select your 0 version, click on settings for each fiscal year. This is what we done. Okay, and we updated integrated planning. While saving, you got the screen. Just continue. Okay, we are done with controlling settings here for the version settings. Come back. Now define ledger for CO version. Let us check in the configuration. Yes, define ledger for CO version. Actually, this setting was not there in older systems. It came in S4 HANA system. So new entries. So system is expecting controlling area. Controlling area is a tapo, and our version is always your 0 version, and your ledger leading ledger 0L. Press enter. So you can see here controlling area for a tapo. 0 is 0 version, plan actual version. 0L, which is leading ledger. Click on save. This is a mandatory transaction again, because ledger from which CO reads actual data. So it will read from the 0 ledger. Data power. Okay, that is done. We updated 3 steps here, and we have one more controlling asset is for profit center accounting also. So we close this one, close. So under controlling, you have profit center accounting. Here, profit center accounting, basic settings. Set controlling area first. It's already defaulted with tapo. Controlling area settings. Maintain controlling area settings for profit center accounting. Okay, this is coming weirdly. I don't know why it is coming like this. It's coming very slowly. Do you have something here? Okay, company controlling area tapo and give something standard hierarchy for the profit center accounting. So earlier we had given for cost center accounting. Now we are giving for profit center accounting standard hierarchy, and also you have to give this one currency type 90, which is profit center currency. Confirm. And our currency is INR, so I want to I want profit center accounting in this currency reporting. Okay, so INR, and this currency type is 90, which is controlling area currency standard hierarchy, and activate the indicator for 2025. Click on save. See, now the screen is coming completely. Okay, I can put it in the display mode also. So controlling area, so I had given standard hierarchy, and also I had given profit center local currency type, which is currency controlling currency type for profit center. I had given as INR store transaction currency. I want to store each and every transaction which is posted to the profit center accounting, PCA, profit center accounting. You have to activate indicator, otherwise we can't post any transactions to the profit center accounting. Okay, that is fine. And and the next setting is, so for time being document splitting, I'm just deactivating this one. This is a separate topic, I will explain you. So document splitting is another topic. I'll will deactivate now. So for now we'll deactivate, later we'll see financial accounting global settings. And here we can see ledgers. Financial accounting, GL accounting, sorry, GL accounting, business transactions, document splitting. Just activate, sorry, deactivate document splitting for your company code for now. I will explain you the later. I mean, not now. Here you have this option, activate document splitting. Here we'll deactivate it. So deactivation per company code. So go to the position. Company code is TAPO. Inactive. Save. I will explain this topic later. Okay. This is again very important topic, and usually you will have one or two questions in the interview. In the name itself, it is the document splitting. So you will split the line items. Now you will not understand at this point of time what is a line item and what is a document. So I will explain this topic later. But as of now, I have deactivated this one. Okay, I have deactivated that one. Now till here we completed. Okay, what we discussed is, sir, we discussed accounting principles, and also we created our ledger and also assigned ledgers to the accounting principles. We also defined controlling area, okay, controlling basic settings, and also we assigned a version to our controlling area, and we linked controlling version with our controlling area and with your version. And we defined the profit center account settings. We activated for our controlling area, and also we deactivated document splitting for now. Later we'll see this scenario. Okay, I hear some
Yeah. Okay.
traffic noises, sir. So someone might be there outside. Yep. Okay, fine. So tomorrow what we'll do? So, these settings from here will be discussing at the time of posting the transactions, because these are the standard. I'll explain you at the time of postings, because this is something that you'll understand only at the time of posting, not now. Okay. So tomorrow what we'll do? We'll create master data like GL accounts. We'll create GL accounts and we'll try to post the transactions. Okay, so
Okay.
at that time you will understand these other settings also. And one more thing, if you are able to post transaction, then your all your settings are correct. If you are not able to post your transaction accounting post, I mean accounting postings or accounting transactions, then somewhere some setting might be missed. Okay, that you should understand. So row number 40 is very important. If you are able to post the document, then very good that you have configured all the settings. Otherwise you have done some mistakes. Okay, so tomorrow we'll start creating master. This is called master data. GL master is called GL master data. We'll create the master data, then we go back to the will postings. Then we'll see whether it is working or not for our company code Tapo. Okay, so I'm just for now I'm just stopping this session.